Yo, what is up? What is up? It's your boy, Chava28, with some more helpful tips. Today we're looking at capsule collision upon death, and a little extra tidbit on Ragdoll collision, because this pickled my brain really bad. Right, anyway, once you've set up all your damage indicators, damage numbers, damage taken, dead, and all that, your game should be, you'd think, yes, my game is running well, look, do, attack the enemy, oh, it's all good. But you will run into this problem right here, more than likely. You're going to attack an enemy. Did you see that? The bodies are movable, but with some really bad collision, which can send you flying to the moon, but they leave behind their capsule. If you completely change the collision on the capsule itself, just say overlap, we'll just make it an overlap, they will fall through the world. So the best way around that I have found is this. We're going to come up to project settings, we're going to go to collision, and as you can see, I've already added them. What you want to do is add object channels. So you're going to create a new channel. We're going to name it AI pawn. Leave it to block all, because you can change this at any point. This confused me because I was like, oh, what do I want it on? I don't know. You get to choose, obviously. AI pawn, click OK. I click cancel because I already have them. Player pawn, I also made one for dead. I didn't need to use it in the end, so you can just ignore the dead one. So player pawn, AI pawn, bam, bam, bam. Right then, so let's open our slow zombie again. Click on the capsule component, and literally we're going to set it to an AI pawn and then player overlap. We can, and we're going to set the AI pawn and player pawn both to overlap. Then we're just going to click compile. We'll just click save as well. I know I can set it up, so I click compile and it automatically saves. Now these two nerds over here, they now no longer have a capsule that will block your path, especially for if you're making like a zombie horde game. I'm just using that as an example because I have zombies here. A zombie horde game, you don't want loads of invisible capsules that are stopping you from walking around, because you're just getting blocked by invisible walls. That's not very good game design. See, the other problem is if you don't make the player and AI pawn object references, I think it was called, I don't remember. If you don't make them and you just think, oh, I'll just leave the pawn to overlap, that works. But that also means the AI or NPCs that are walking around will be able to walk through each other because their capsules won't collide, but their meshes will collide. It's very bizarre, and with Ragdoll on as well, it can cause crazy shit to happen. Right, here's another extra little tidbit for you. As you could see, this one works fine. We'll just slap this bitch out of the way. We got a collision issue. I want Ragdolls, and I was looking everywhere. How can I get the Ragdolls to work well? Because I want, like, what I was in my brain, I was like, what is it called? A soft Ragdoll? I don't know. Something that I can move, but isn't going to throw me into space, because I have been thrown out of this little map multiple times. Mainly when you attack a moving one, and then it just wants to launch you during the Ragdoll animation. But we're going to fix that right here, right now. This is so simple. I went through all the settings trying to find this myself. So we want to go to our take damage. I think you can put this anywhere, but we're going to put it in the take damage section, because we only want this to take effect when the enemy is dead. So we're going to run it after enemy is dead, because things run from left to right, because it wouldn't work here. It might work there, I don't know, but we're going to do it here. Enemy dead. Literally, it's this easy. Set collision to enable. I thought enable collision. I don't want to enable the collision. I want to turn the collision off. Completely wrong. I had no idea what I was talking about. Thinking the other day, it's not. This is set collision enabled. I thought if I put this, when it dies, all collisions turned on. No. This is just set. What this should be is set collision mode. If they change it to set collision mode, it would be so much easier to understand. But it's just set collision. Enable mesh. We want it for the mesh, not the P mesh, not the capsule, because that would be some very strange ragdoll. They kind of roll if you did on the capsule. But literally, we're just going to change this from no collision, because it's already on. If we go over here, the collision is set to collision enabled, physics and query, right? Because that's what we want. So when we hit them with our final blow of the sword, they will fling off. Or final bullet, they will get shot and move. But we want on death, physics only. No collision, but physics only. Compile. Save. I would like to explain in detail more why this works. I have no clue, okay? I have no clue why this works. It just works. I just went through and tried a bunch of things, and this seemed to work out great. So now, if I beat them up, those damage numbers are terrible. I can now push them without them affecting my collision, because they are physics only. So I can move them, but I can also pass through them in a weird way. I can pass through them. That basically, I'm just going to call it soft collision, because that's what it seems like to me. There's hard collision where I can step on them, and then there's soft collision where they won't affect my momentum at all, or where I'm going, or anything. Which is what we like to see, because we all remember the days of running around and around in circles on top of an enemy and just watching them get tangled up in your legs and stuff like that. So yeah, that is how you set what I call soft collision. It's probably got a term that I don't know about, but I'm calling it soft collision. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that was another short video. I hope you enjoyed. If it was a bunch of shit that made no sense, tell me to stop making these videos, and I probably will. I'm joking, but I'm loving Unreal Engine. It's amazing. It's better than Unity, but don't tell the Unity people I said that. Peace. I love you guys.